Good morning, people. This is our part two of the Jinbao Oversized Bruticus slash Warbotron. So today we're going to be going over Vortex. We'll start out in robot mode, change to alt mode, back to robot mode, and then to combiner limb mode for Bruticus. So without further ado, let's go on and get started. So as you can see, he has tons of weaponry. He got his missile launcher here, the second one over there. He's got these pegs right here, and what that is for the actual blades. So you can actually take this blade thing off. There's a tight thing in there. You just gotta keep pushing down. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. Because there's like, these are notched in. Oh. Man. Alright, I don't want to take a chance of breaking these off since this is a KO. What's supposed to happen is these are supposed to come off, and you can actually put two in here, one on each side, and then put that in his hand. If I can get it off, so to speak, a little bit later, I'll try that. But I just don't want to take a chance of breaking those off. So, just take those pegs off for now. And then, of course, he does have his gun, which will become the front part of the cockpit. So we'll take that off. Alright. He's a little taller, so let me raise the camera up. Alright. So first thing, do our favorite thing in the world. Alright, and the panel back. Make sure that the hand is rotated down. Put it all the way in. Close panel up. Same thing on the upper side. Like I said, and these are tight. So it's definitely a lot better than the actual original Warbotron, which was loosey-goosey sometimes. Close panel up. Okay, you get your arm. Okay, now, and like I said, these are all pretty simple. So first thing you want to do, right here, as you can see that there's a tab that goes into a slot. You want to take and pull this out like that. Okay, and then the whole body will rotate in the front part. It'll rotate down, just like that. And then what you want to do is get this kind of angled up. Pull this down like so. That will enable you to bring the front of the canopy up, and then put that in there. So that enables you to put the actual canopy into here. And then what you want to make sure is that it actually does tab inside there. Okay. Then the arms, rotate those down 90 degrees. Okay. Once those are down to 90 degrees, there you go. So that'll be the front part. Then attach his weapon, which doubles as a gun, into the front part. It just slides into there, so you'll want to slide that in there. And make sure that it goes all the way up, because what it's doing is actually clearing that little piece here and making sure that it's tight on there. Alright, keep this flap up for a little bit. Take them down to the feet. Alright. Bring your feet down. Bring your feet down. Heel down. Toe down. Okay. Then this is on a sliding mechanism. So slide this up, just like so. And that, same thing on the opposite side. And you might need to fold these down to get them out of the way. So do that again. Fold it up. And as you can see, we're starting to form the tail, part of the weapon, of the area. Alright, take this panel, rotate it, bring this panel down. This turns into his tail fin. Same thing on this side. Rotate, bring down, and there you go. And all you need to do next is bring this together. And you can see there's a hole, peg, peg, hole. Okay. Now on the inside of the tail fin, there is 1, 2, 3 pegs, which correspond to 1, 2, 3 holes. And this is just about alignment. So once you get it aligned the right way, and you're going to know because your leg is kind of off. So you want to make sure that it's back straight, just like so. That enables you to put this together. Okay? Close it up, close it up, close it up. There you go. Then take the back part. Here you got 2 holes here, 2 corresponding pegs here. And this is where it gets tricky. So you want to make sure that it gets down long enough. That way you can actually peg this in. And once you get it in there, one side's done. There you go. You're going to feel it all tighten up, just like so. Okay? Now, for the arms themselves, I've seen it done in different ways. I've seen it like this. But I think the preferred method is actually have the arm down, sort of like this. Because in that way, you can actually have the peg here forward. Same thing on this one. Arm down and forward. Okay? To me, that looks cleaner. There we go. Alright, on the underside, there is landing gear. Here you go, 1. And then you have 2 more here. So flip this one out. And there's his landing gear. And then for weapons accessories, his rockets go right on here. This peg will go into this slotted hole here. And these are kind of finicky because they're on a immovable joint, so you want to kind of get them in there. Alright, there's 1 and 2. And then the pegs you can put on here or here if you want to, but it's not required. But yeah, there he is in his alt mode. And it looks pretty cool, especially the big gun in the front. I like that. Alright, let's get back to robot mode. So again, put your landing gear back down. Put your landing gear all the way down. Take your missiles off, your missile launchers off. Bring your arms up. Get them out of the way. Okay. Take your front part off. So you just got to keep pulling out. It'll come. There you go. Alright, take up the flap here. Like I said, that'll pop open. And then bring your sliding leg covers down, just like so. And they're not going to fully be done because you still have to separate. So separate the legs. And once you get those separated there, you'll want to separate up here. And be careful with these because these are smaller, so you don't want to do it. And so now you can finish the actual sliding mechanism onto his legs. Okay, bring his foot up. Close these panels here. Bring them down. Lay them flat. Here, slide around, lay it flat, and bring up the heel spur. Same thing on the other side. Alright, we're good there, people. So the next part, we gotta rotate the diaphragm up. So, like I said, this is in there tight. So you want to make sure you get it out. You need a little bit of oomph there, because it is a little heavy. A little tight. So then you can bring the front piece down. Then you can take and slide this off of here. And these are pegged into these top parts up here to these peg holes. Bring it down, slide it in, and it'll actually correspond to the other one in the back this time. Arm down, arm down. Open up the panel. Bring the fist out. Close your panel up and rotate your wrist. Same thing on the other side. Panel, fist, panel. Alright, extend down, and then rotate the wrist. And then now, people, is him back in robot mode. Alright, let's come look at it. So as you can see, there is some light piping in his eyes. So the differences being is that in the original Warbotron, this was all clear plastic, and this oversized is only through the little slit this time. So that's the difference. Okay, for the head, just on a ball joint, left, right. Up some and down some. A little bit better than Blastoff's was. Alright, arms. Ratchet. And it can do a 360. It does get hindered by this, but you can just move that away a little bit. And then friction joint out. Got our bicep swivel. Friction joint for the elbow. And we've got we can tilt up and down, we can rotate the wrist, and then all the fingers are on a pin right there. Okay. Of course, you can open up the canopy here, expose what's on the inside. And this right here is going to come into play in a minute when we go into combiner mode. Okay. Coming down, he does have a waist swivel, and it goes pretty good. Alright, bring up his hip skirts, and watch this. Ratchet all the way out, soft ratchet. Then, and that's what I'm going to call it, real hard ratchet, forward and backwards. Okay, thigh swivel. And then it's like a soft ratchet, almost it's like a double jointed in here. As you can see, there's a here, looks like a double jointed, but it gets you to 90 degrees, so that's what you need. Okay, feet. So the feet, there's a toe here and a heel spur here. They do rotate, go up and down, so you do get a little bit of posing. So you can actually get them pretty posed. You just got to get those feet firmly planted down. Alright, so the most fun part, getting him into his mode for Bruticus. Alright. So this is where it gets fun. So, just like most combiners, there's always a preferred method, and then there's the right way, and then there's somewhere in the middle. I'm going to do my preferred method. So, start off, you've got the little peg here, and a little gap here. Take your hand, hole, peg, and just put it in there. And then, just like everything else, what I recommend doing is pushing these down, because they get in the way, you know, because they're just there. Then you can take the foot, rotate it, bring it up just like so. Same way with the heel, rotate it, bring it up. Like I said, this thing can get in the way, so you can actually just take it off, you know, if you want. But I'm not a parts former, so I like keeping everything on it if I can. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, other side. Rotate, put it up. There you go. That sandwich in between. And this is what I was talking about. You can see right here where these two are in the way. So kind of put that down like that. It just takes some working. Just gotta take your time. Okay, and you don't want to rotate these up because you're going to need those legs to be exposed. Alright, we're just going to take these off for now. We can put them back on in a minute. And then you just sandwich it together. Actually, I did it backwards. I'm going to go this way. It's early in the morning, people. I've been doing videos for a while. Last night and today. But yeah, just get all that sandwiched in there. There you go. So, and that's how it should look. Then you can just take your wings. And just get them up there. Same on the other side. Just got to plug it back in. Not hard. Just got to be careful with this thing here. It likes to move. It's on a rotating joint. There we go. Trust me, when I first got this, I was doing the same thing forever, trying to figure out how to make it work. Come on, thing. Why are you being so difficult? There. Okay, bottom part done. So rotate the top. Let me bring this up so you guys can see. So rotate up here at the waist. You want that looking just like that. Okay. So you're gonna bring all this up, just like if you were going to transform it down. So rotate, rotate, pull this up. Okay, this is sometimes a bear, so bring all that down, and then tab it into the parts up here, make sure your arms are oriented, and then plug the top canopy into there, just like that. Okay, and then once you get down here, you feel it's loosey-goosey. It actually has a click. just like that. That's how you know it's good. Okay, bring your connection port down. It's on a ratchet, which is nice. Alright, sort out the hands. Bring it down, rotate. Alright, close up your panel. Same thing on the other side. Down, close your hand, rotate it, put it down your panel, and close your panel. There we go. Okay. Same thing with like it was with blast off. There is a preferred method and there's a way that works the best. What I found is I like it this way because it keeps it out of the way of that waist joint that you're going to need to use. Then attach your missile launcher. Okay, same thing the other side. Down. Alright, rotate down and then just keep them forward. Just like if you were, like I said, in alt mode. Same thing. Stupid thing. And a lot of it has to do with this upper arm. Just not wanting to stay. This is a knockoff too, so you have to remember that. This is not the same. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright. Then take your front part. Plug it in because you need to have all of it together. And like I said, this is a little bit of parts warming. If you have a problem, make sure you move your arms out of the way. Sometimes they can cause this to not actually snap in the right way. So once you get it in there, make sure it's all good. There you go. Arm back up. Arm back up. And you can put them here, or you can put them on here. It's up to you. I'll put one on this side. And you can do one right there. Let's just put them both there for now. Alright. Like I said, so the way this works is you're using his midsection as the actual elbow. So get your hip skirts out the way. I would just keep them up during this. And that's going to be a tight ratchet. So, there it is. You got your other arm for Bruticus. So, you're going to ask, when's the next one's coming? As soon as I get time. So, I might try a couple more tomorrow. Get through the next two, and then what I'll probably do is for Onslaught, the leader, is that he will probably I'll do his and then combine them with Bruticus. So this will be a 5-part series, I think, maybe 6. I don't know yet. But yeah, there's an arm. Alright guys, this has been your redneck from Georgia with your oversized Bruticus Jinbao / Warbotron Part 2 review. So more to come. Alright guys, take it easy.